Via the Cowherd Global Satellite Network, Greg Jennings joins us in his home in Minneapolis, former Packer. All right, let's respond to that. What do you make of those comments by Aaron Rodgers saying that about you?
Well, number one, when I listened to the entire interview, and then he's asked about, Jermichael Finley, he gave some points that are like, wow, if I'm Jermichael, I'm like, okay, maybe I should reconsider my stance. When he's asked about myself, he says he doesn't know what to say. And here's my response to that. You don't know what to say because there is really nothing to say. It really isn't. I am not trying to continue to add fuel to a fire. Before I ever talked about this, and Colin, I talked about it on this show with you sitting right there across from you in Joy when the world first really heard this. My mom, my wife, that was their first time ever hearing this. So this was something that I wasn't trying to throw out there and add fuel to a fire. It was a story that was real, something that bothered me. And it could be called sensitive. That's fine. I'll take that. But I wasn't trying to throw it back in his face. I wanted to talk to him about it first. I had opportunity to do that. I thought when I went to Green Bay and called the game and spoke to Mike McCarthy and shared it with him, told him I would like to talk to Aaron Rodgers, talk to training staff there, talk to players there, and said, let me talk to Aaron. Aaron saw me and completely avoided me. Before I ever told that story, this was my stance. I wanted to talk to him behind closed doors and just air it out. But that never happened. I never was given that opportunity. And if he's listening now, he knows I follow him on all his platforms. My number has not changed. I looked through my text messages and made sure, let me see if he has my information. He has my information. He knows how to get into contact with me. I'm not trying to shoot bullets at Aaron Rodgers. I'm simply stating my fact to what I know is truth and my own opinion of my time and my experience and what I thought. Now, to his response on, a conversation being made light of and it was a joke, well, obviously that needed to be cleared up with me because I didn't know it was a joke. I didn't take it as a joke. It could have been cleared up before I ever even shared the story 4 or 5 years, 6 years after the fact. Before I ever even talked about it publicly. He had that much time. So for me, that's the part that bothers me a little bit because I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't have or did not have a really good relationship with Aaron Rodgers because I did. Did I like everything that he did? Did I agree with everything that he did? Absolutely not. Did we thrive on the football field? Yes. Did we have a relationship off the football field? Yes. One that I felt like would continue to grow and that I felt even on my exit, there would have been even more conversation between he and I. Now, regardless of that happening or not, it's needless to say what he's shooting back at yesterday. It is what it is. I expect it. He's going to win when it comes to public opinion and who's going to side with who. Yes, he's playing. He's Aaron Rodgers. He's the quarterback. Quarterbacks tend to be looked at as the ones who are always right.
Yeah.
And they're going to say the right things to make sure that they save face with organization moving forward and with fan base. I respect that. But don't expect me to applaud you when you do well and to then not applaud when you're not doing or living up to what the expectations are that you have set. And that has always been me. I am going to speak truth, whether that is truth that is for you or truth that you don't really want to hear because it attacks or it comes at you in a constructive manner.
Yeah. Well, by the way, I've always said, and I tell all former players this, I said, if you want to be a star in broadcasting, give up your buddies. Occasionally you have to be critical of people you like. And Peyton Manning, by the way, has told people he's not sure he wants to be a broadcaster because he got too many friends in football, and he didn't want to be critical of his brother, which I totally respect. But if you want to be Charles Barkley, if you want to be Greg Jennings, if you want to be Terry Bradshaw, if you want to be Howie Long, A-Rod's been a great broadcaster. Sometimes you got to call guys out, and I think you've always been forthright about that. Now, I also think, I'll say this, because everybody thinks I hate Aaron Rodgers, but I said this before you came on. I think actually he was playing to his base. In a way, it's a little Trumpian that my guys are going to rally around me. It's fake news. Everybody's better. I actually think Aaron's going to thrive over the next 12 months because he's got to get this organization right now. Mike's gone. It's all on Aaron. Part of me gets what he did yesterday. Like, galvanize the base, blame others. They're all against us. Could I make the argument that it was a move to gain steam and momentum in his locker room with a new coach? And he's smarter than we think, and he's doing this as a plan.
No, I think that's a safe assessment that you're making, and it could very well be true. My assessment is a little different.
Okay.
Again, he's saying what he feels in his heart is true. I honestly don't believe Aaron Rodgers really solely thinks that he is or has been a problem. Has there been issues? Yes. But because he has had so much success, everyone is willing to forego anything that does not or did not appear to look like success because what he brings is so great. And I understand that, but that doesn't mean it can't be challenged. That doesn't mean it isn't under question. And so, yes, is this going to possibly galvanize those guys? 100%. I do believe that. But at the end of the day, the ownership is going to be on Aaron Rodgers to make the relationship not only with his teammates work, which he does that, but with his new head coach in Matt LaFleur.
All right, up against the clock. Greg Jennings, I always appreciate this. I wanted you to respond to the article. And as I said earlier, there's a list of former Packers who have said things, not just you and Jermichael Finley. That's a non-truth. But I did hear a lot of emotion from Aaron Rodgers. I thought he kind of sounded raw yesterday. He was ticked off. He came out swinging, and I wanted your response on that. We got to run. Greg, I always appreciate it.
Absolutely appreciate it, Colin.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.